as they get off the bus. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. In this game, we'll see the Minnesota Timberwolves going up against the Sacramento Kings. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Brett Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. Now let's take a look at some of the numbers for Karl Anthony Towns.
And you can see the surge in his level of confidence lately just by looking at that true shooting percentage. It's been moving straight up in the past 5 games. I think he's feeling it.
Now Sacramento starting 5. Sabonis is the center with Murray next to him. Herter and Barnes are your wingmen. And it's Fox in at the 1. And for the Timberwolves, the 2 towering figures inside for him, Towns and Gobert. The wing set for him, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the point. Early in the season, there are always some surprises, Greg. It goes to show you how impossible the NBA season is to actually predict.
And you never know what's going to happen, Kevin, until the game starts. Some teams look good and flop out of the gates. Other teams take giant leaps forward.
Now here's Conley. Pass to Towns. Towns is doubled. Back to Conley. Misses the 3. Look at the last game for Sacramento. It was a win against the Mavericks in Dallas. Sabonis sets the pick for Fox. Back to Murray. From deep. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Love when Murray's making quick decisions with the ball like right there.
Conley against Fox. Conley feeling it out. Here's Gobert. And he can't bank that one in. And Barnes has got the ball here for the Sacramento Kings. It's a 3-point game. Sabonis sets the pick for Fox. From the wing, it's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Pretty nice looking shot there from De'Aaron Fox, looking more comfortable.
After 2 consecutive first-round exits, Greg, the Timberwolves are looking to take that next step.
And with Anthony Edwards at the helm, I think they will soon. But you have to remember, he is only 22 years old. And when your star is that young, you typically have to endure some growing pains before breaking through.
Here's Fox. Anthony Edwards making his last shot. Fox finds Sabonis. Gobert with the block.
And when Gobert is playing with this kind of aggression on that end, there aren't many better at defending.
And the replay demonstrating once again how aggressive that defense was.
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively, you gotta love that energy.
So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. Barnes passes to Herter. Clock at 6. Sabonis' screen on Edwards. Herter, that's a 2-pointer. Nice jump shot from the top of the key.
Herter making it look easy that time on the pick and roll as the off guard.
Edwards against Herter. Towns a screen on Herter. Here's Edwards. Gets himself open and drills it.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Now here's Sabonis. Last game we saw him score 32. Here's Herter. Minnesota with the rebound. This game against Sacramento is the first time they've met this year.
Well, these 2 teams will see plenty of each other as this is the first of 4 contests between them this year.
And hopefully this one sets the tone for what we're going to see in the other 3 games against these teams. They'll both be sort of measuring each other out here in the first quarter.
Shot didn't fall, but that play worked well to get a good look at the basket.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
Now here's Sabonis, and he can certainly fill it up when they need him to. He's averaging almost 21 points a game. Herter against Edwards. Gobert with the block. Here's Edwards. He's tightly guarded. Towns kicks to Edwards. And it's all evened up. Edwards got 7.
And this is big for Edwards' confidence, wanting to keep hitting from downtown and stretching that defense.
Now here's Sabonis. Still scoreless. Herter, that's a 2-pointer, and he drops that one in.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Brett, many noteworthy second-generation stars in the NBA right now, like Domantas Sabonis.
Yeah, unbelievable. Had a chance to play against his dad. He was a force to be reckoned with at the center position. But Domantas has exceeded him in some ways, like multiple all-star selections.
So the Kings call timeout. They're first. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Kyle Anderson comes in for McDaniels. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Edwards. And it's Shake Milton in for Mike Conley. Now, here's Monk. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. So for the Timberwolves, their last game, a win against New Orleans. There's 45 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Milton against Mitchell. Back to Towns. Lets the 3 fly. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Wow, look at the release. Towns with a quick trigger.
Monk with the ball. 23 seconds left to play in the first. And again, it's Sacramento converting.
And how about Monk's ability to get shots up over the defense? He likes to stick it to them, just showing a lot of focus on that finish.
To the middle. Towns kicks to Reid. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
That's pretty unselfish there. He sees that there's a better shot on the perimeter, and bam. Just keep
He got it to go.
patient. Bam.
Wow, what a way to finish up the quarter.
That's an incredible shot there. Just let it fly, take a chance, and somehow that one goes in.
And at the end of one, both teams putting up some points. Kings lead by 1. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And when you consider how the Kings are doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
I couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
And it's Fox with the ball for the Sacramento Kings. So, Brent, after a 16-year playoff drought, the Kings made the cut before losing a very gritty first-round matchup.
What an unbelievable series, Kevin, that was against the Golden State Warriors. I mean, taking them to 7. Ultimately, they came up short, but they've got a ton to be excited about moving forward.
They've got Shake Milton. Anderson is out there with Troy Brown. Then it's Naz Reid. And it's Edwards in at the shooting guard position. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Timberwolves. He misses the free throw.
And it just doesn't seem to matter where Fox is on the floor, Brett. He's got the confidence to make shots.
Yeah, Greg, I feel like last year he took a huge step in terms of the confidence that he has to impact the game. Now it's about, can he pick his spots, making sure that guys are involved. That's the next evolution of De'Aaron Fox.
Now here's Brown. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Passes it to Edwards. And another 3 for Minnesota.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Here's Fox. Last game with 30 points. The shot by Monk is no good.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see a miss from there.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Thank you, Kevin. The Kings are still figuring everything out. De'Aaron Fox said we're still learning each other. What we're doing offensively is great. We have to prove defensively, but that'll come with time and chemistry. Domantas Sabonis added, it's just the beginning. The more we get a feel for each other, it's definitely going to get easier for us. Kevin?
Yeah, a rising power. I think all of us on this broadcast agree with that. David, thank you. And the foul on Chris Duarte. That is his first foul of the game. Minnesota making some changes. Rudy Gobert comes in for Brown. And it's Conley in for Shake Milton. Edwards, he's checked in for Sacramento. Pass to Gobert. Fox against Edwards. Here's Reed. Off target from outside. The Kings trailing. Edwards inside. Gobert on him. Yes, that goes in. Monk's got his second bucket. And a classic, the bank shot. Very popular at one time. What happened to it?
I think the only time you really see it, Kevin, is when guys are going in for layups at full speed and trying to take some of that speed off the basketball. But guys really just don't get the ball in possession where they're going to use a good angle off the glass. Those are usually mid-range shots. How many of those do you see?
It's his first trip to the line. First free throw is good. And it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to cement himself, Greg, as Minnesota's franchise player.
He is one of the best young players in the league with clear superstar potential. The future of the Timberwolves starts with Edwards.
Here's what Sacramento's going with right now. Keegan Murray comes in for Edwards. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for Duarte. And last season, Greg, the Kings clinched their first Pacific Division title in 20 years.
And they repeated as division champs back in 02 and 03, something they're hoping to achieve again this year as the Kings build off of their breakout season.
Minnesota's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. The pass to Reed. Anderson outside. Back to Conley. To the inside. And there's Edwards on the assist from Conley. Edwards got 16 points.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
Now, here's Fox. He carries a very heavy load for him offensively, averaging nearly 32 points a game.
Fox not a jump shooter, just doing a great job of mixing it up offensively now.
Edwards against Monk. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Edwards against Monk. And stolen by Murray. Huerter on the wing. Fox deciding where to go with it. Inside. McGee's shot is off.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
Now here's Edwards. Back to Conley. Anderson outside. 5 on the clock. And there's another one for the Timberwolves.
Well, that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference, not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Timeout called by the Kings. Edwards with a strong contribution so far in this one.
They got to be using this timeout to think about a personnel change or a game plan change to try to slow him down.
is in for the Timberwolves. Towns, he's checked in for Reed. McDaniels comes in for Anderson. And it's Shake Milton in for Edwards. Then for the Kings, Sabonis, he's checked in for McGee. And it's Barnes in for Fox. Now here's Barnes. Last game he had 12. Monk against Conley. To the paint. Murray the pass to Herter. Sabonis' screen on Milton. Here's Herter. Connects in the foul line jumper. Herter's got his third basket of the night.
Herter's a big guard, and defense is sometimes not equipped at that position to handle that size.
Outside Conley. 40 seconds left here in the second. Towns finds Conley. Here's Milton. That's in there. Conley with the assist. He's got his first 3 points of the game.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
Outside, Sabonis. On the wing, Monk. Covered by Conley. Sabonis, high post. Count that one. Sabonis has got his second bucket of the night.
That's a pretty easy opportunity for a teammate, all courtesy of Harrison Barnes.
And here's Towns. We saw him with 29 points last game. On the wing, Milton. And it's off from three-point range. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Timberwolves ahead, up by 1. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
Thanks for tuning in. The story tonight with the Minnesota Timberwolves, they're in a close game.
A lot of damage has been done from out beyond the arc. Guys are getting free looks, and the defense has not had an answer.
They're shooting with a lot of confidence, kind of like Ernie shooting on the mini hoop.
Oh, Ernie used to just shoot bricks everywhere. What are you talking about?
Kind of like me beating a certain colleague of ours in a three-point shootout in Oklahoma City. You were there to watch it, Kenny. Come on now. And let's take a look at the standings as the Western Conference starts to come into focus.
You look at the Timberwolves, it's still early, and we don't want to get ahead of ourselves, but right now, they are easily the best team in the league.
Well, we knew they'd be good, but we didn't know they'd be this good. And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
On the floor for Sacramento, Herter and Barnes are your wingmen. Sabonis is the center with Murray next to him. And it's Fox in at the point. Now, here's Fox. Sabonis sets the pick for Fox. Over Conley. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Fox has got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for the Kings. Boy, doesn't Mike Brown, GA, deserve a lot of credit for the Kings' recent success. He's been terrific.
I mean, bringing that championship pedigree from Golden State. Brown went to the finals as the head coach in Cleveland and one of the best people in the league as well.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Rudy Gobert is a fierce competitor. He says the average fan might not understand what I bring to the table, but the GMs in the league do. I want to be the best defensive player of all time. I want to be a force, and I want to win championships. I've got to set the tone every night. Kevin?
And he does. He is a stopper, no doubt about it. David, thank you.
Already a consistent sniper, Murray is only getting more assertive from the arc.
Outside Conley. just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Plenty of daylight on that shot. McDaniel's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Now, here's Fox. He's got 7. Sabonis finds Murray. Here's Barnes. He can't get that one to fall. For Minnesota, they've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. And there's the foul. It's on Keegan Murray. That's his first foul. Anderson, he's checked in for McDaniel. And a change for Sacramento. Monk's checked in. Conley dishes to Gobert. Pass to Edwards. Outside Conley. Lets it go from deep. Drains it from beyond the arc. Conley's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Here's Fox. Gobert with the block. Monk against Edwards. Gobert with a screen on Monk. And here's Edwards from the arc. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Fox kicks to Herter. Good, and it's Fox who picks up the assist. Fox has got 4 assists in the game.
Herter's a guy who can get you back in a hurry. You make one, he'll come back and get a 3 himself.
Oh, here's Edwards. 19 points in the game. Over Monk. And again, it's Minnesota converting.
What a performance on the offensive end. He's making the defenders pay right now for all of the mistakes they're making.
Herter passes to Murray. He kicks it to Monk. Passes it to Herter. Lets it go with a 3. And another 3 for Sacramento.
Size, shoot it, showing he could put it on the floor. This guy is a tough matchup, Kevin Herter.
Pass to Gobert. He dishes it to Edwards. Goes up on the block, and there's another one for the Timberwolves.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Now here's Herter. He's got 12. Down low, Sabonis, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Sabonis has got 6 points.
Nice to see Sabonis and some of that mobility for a big man to use that screen and roll.
Here's Anderson. Good on the bucket.
This team really feeds off of one another in terms of their energy.
At least in the second half they have been. The first half wasn't played anywhere near this intense.
Now here's Fox. He's got 7. Another 3 for Sacramento.
Keeps working hard on this three-point shot, trying to make it a lot more consistent part of his attack is De'Aaron Fox.
Edwards against Monk. Outside Edwards. 6 on the shot clock. Lets it go from 11, and the jumper is on the mark. Edwards got 9 points here in the second half. Anthony Edwards has been leading the charge for Minnesota. He's at the quarter-century mark. 25 points for him in this game as they have looked to him over and over to make things happen. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Edwards and Anderson share the wing responsibilities. Nas Reed out there with Gobert, and it's Milton in a point guard. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
It's simple, guys. Keep getting Edwards the ball and just let Ant cook.
And here are the Kings now, following the bucket by the Timberwolves. Right block shot, and Herter finishes inside.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, whether it's teammates or the coaching staff, hopefully a combination of both, but when it gets close, he's getting the ball.
There's a good screen. Here's Edwards. Gobert trying to get open. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Edwards got 4 points in the quarter.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Fox passes to McGee. The bucket is good. He'll have a chance for one more. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
The D is up on Fox for him to score, but he's crossing them up.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
I mean, they've been stepping it up in terms of their shooting from distance, and the confidence has been there all game long, leaving the defense to scramble.
And the other thing about their game tonight that they've done a terrific job of is just moving the basketball around. That's how you rack up assists.
The free throw off from McGee. Minnesota in the lead. Here's Edwards. Lays it up off the glass. And that's 31 points for Anthony Edwards.
He's played a huge role in this game to this point, but it looks like he just wants more. He wants to make sure that this lead holds up.
McGee sets the pick for Fox. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. And it's 6 points for JaVale McGee.
Well, the more Fox does that, the more he's going to be looked at like a leader.
Here's Reed. Now here's Conley. It's Edwards on the wing. Over Monk. And there's Edwards on the assist from Conley. Conley's got 5 assists tonight.
It's just what the doctor ordered here. Boy, have they needed him here in the fourth.
Now here is McGee. Dishes it to Fox. There's the three. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Oh, he is just so clutch, saving his best for when the pressure is at its highest.
And the Timberwolves call time here. Minnesota making some changes. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. Karl Anthony Towns comes in for Anderson. And it's McDaniels in for Brown. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey guys, here's what Chris Finch went over with his guys during the break. He told them this is what it's all about, proving we're the better team in the tough situation. But you got to want it. Coach told his guys they have what it takes to win here. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David.
And the more experience Edwards gets, the better he'll become, especially when he's stepping up and hitting the big shots.
Now, here's Fox. Gobert with the block. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Towns. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. 6 to shoot. Conley against Fox. There's the triple. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. .158 left to play here in the fourth. The pass to Gobert. over Sabonis. And there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
And the big man from France, Gobert, a menace around the rim.
Fox against Conley. Up top, Fox. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Fox has got 5 points now this quarter.
That is a mature play from De'Aaron Fox. Not afraid to take the big one.
Edwards gets to Conley. Herder against Edwards to the inside. From outside the arc, hits the three-point bomb. Edwards got the lead up to 7 now for the Timberwolves.
And so good off the bounce. Edwards working on his shot off the catch, and it is paying off.
Pass to Herder. Sabonis' screen on Edwards. Here's Herder. Count!
And Sabonis showing no fear, coming through big time there.
And so Edwards will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. There's 47 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's the three. Here's Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
Fox against Conley. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Even De'Aaron Fox has talked about how he's the fastest player in the league. The cool thing about it is night after night he seems to prove it.
So the first one drops, and that trims the lead to 6. Fox hits them both. There's 38 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one, and now they decide to foul intentionally. There's 37 seconds left in the fourth, and they go to the intentional foul. Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6.
Still a solid point guard in this league. When Conley is healthy, he makes a considerable impact on both ends.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 7-point game.
Yeah, the lead getting safer and safer as these free throws from the stripe go in.
Shakes him. Yes!
De'Aaron Fox stepping up for the team, showing he's capable in these moments.
And so they foul intentionally. Gets the first, and that increases their lead to 6. Second one is good. Being both at the line, and it's a 7-point game. Timeout called by the Kings. They're behind by 7. 27 seconds left in the fourth quarter. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game. Fox with it. Conley puts him up. Money!
And how much fun right now is De'Aaron Fox having on the floor? All smiles.
And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was. We've got 22 seconds left in the game. And an intentional foul right there. And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. And he does get the second one. And that increases their lead to 6.
And talented in so many ways. Edwards is focusing on 2 things: the refining of his shot mechanics and the sustained level of engagement.
Three-pointer, Fox, and a deep three from Murray. Misses the deep three-point attempt.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And a tough break as his second attempt at the line, no good. And a deep three from Fox. Off on that one. And so Minnesota takes the win. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in one another when it matters most. Doing what had to be done and to send these fans home happy.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much. Mike, when you look at how the team's been playing the last few games, are you happy with the way things are going?
Yeah, you know, I think we're playing very well. I think we're finally getting the chemistry that we want, and everybody's just playing hard right now.
Always a team effort here. Congrats on the win. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. Well, folks,